Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Guidance Counselor 2.0. Let's give the people what they want, man. Who are you? What do you do? And we'll go from there.
Well, yeah, Stephen Evans. I've been in recruiting for probably over a decade now.
Yeah. And then you've worked both, and I want to set the tone. You've worked both corporate and agency, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
grew up in agency setting and then slowly moved out of that.
Yeah. Today. So a lot of topics to get into today, Stephen. First off, I want to get into, and I think it's kind of the hot topic right now is ghost jobs. Why companies put up jobs that may not be real, why people don't get callbacks, how you should approach them. Just give your general thoughts on ghost jobs.
Way back in the day when I was in agency, they were building out a database for ERP talent, and they did literally put up ghost jobs just to source people into their database. But my personal opinion is I don't think there are ghost jobs where the job doesn't exist. I think there's jobs out there where companies are seeing stupid amounts of applicants. I mean, it goes down the list. So if they find their top person on resume 2 and your resume 1,040,
yes, isn't that crazy?
They just may not get there, and they'll just close it. And if they don't have the automation or the processes there to close said loop, it seems like a ghost job. The job's technically never closed, so they're just always up.
What would you tell job seekers, folks on the stream right now, on how to navigate ghost jobs, how to apply, why they shouldn't be as frustrated as they are?
I don't see thousands of resumes for one application. I know there's companies out there where it's 1,000, 2,000 resumes, and they just have to slough through all of it. Kind of fills into the whole AI applicant thing, but yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Talk about what it can't do for you. And you're like, this person is dialed in. They understand. What are just some key things that people can do?
I say it's simple, have some concept of the company. Hey, I saw you guys won this best place to work award. That's cool. You have some idea of who we are. That's great. Versus what do you know about this? Oh, nothing. Then it becomes a very transactional relationship.
Yeah. With AI now, there's no excuse for you not to be prepared. Run a quick, hey, I'm about to interview for Marathon Consulting and Stephen Evans. Can you do a quick web search on some things I should bring up? It did the research for me. It pulled that Stephen was a swim coach. I didn't know that about Stephen. And it literally prepped our meeting for me.
Yeah, you go off on tangents of stuff that's completely unrelated to what you're having the conversation for. It kind of goes back to what I was saying, where it's you're building some in real life relationship stuff where you learn about somebody.
So if you can bring in, I know Seth, Seth's the pest control guy in my mind. He worked in pest control. He's trying to break into tech. He's the pest control guy. Naz, who's one of our ambassadors for Torque, she's trying to get into Python and AI and computer vision, all this stuff. She's the computer vision girl. That's how recruiters like to put you in buckets. So if you can show up and do the research and make that commonality, it's going to help tremendously.
It's like the name game.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. All right. So talk to me about how you like a resume to see, to read. Does the length, does 2-3 pages matter to you? Just give some general state. And then I have some other follow-up questions on resumes.
So generally speaking, I do not care about length. I mean, most people aren't going to look past a page or two. But yeah, how it looks, I'm weird. I could care less, PDF, Word doc, whatever. As long as I can open it and read it, it's fine. As long as the content's there, really, it's all that really matters to me.
One of the things I'm big on, I'm interested in your thoughts. You and I haven't, workshop this. So one of the things I always say is it's very difficult to edit your resume with every single job that you apply to. But I say have a professional summary at the top and outline your main skills, years of experience, because recruiters ask that. So it's if you apply to one of your jobs in the .NET space SharePoint and you're hey, we need somebody with 15 years of .NET experience, 10 years of SharePoint experience, 3 years of Unity, 2 years of React, and you have those skills, I would take that job description, the nice to haves and must haves, and put it in the professional summary portion of years of experience. Thoughts on that?
I mean, I'm sure you guys had it at Vico. It's you have your summary.
Yeah. And
then you have your tech skills box.
Yeah.
And then just put the years in the tech skills box.
That's it.
And then everything else underneath.
Yeah. I mean, recruiters' job is to flesh out the resume at least 50% of the way there, as I would say. And so if you can get the recruiters being able to flesh out your resume quickly, because realistically, how long are you looking at a resume? I think that 7 seconds is real.
I'd be 20 seconds maybe, but
yeah.
But so you said it, the nice to haves or preferreds, we always start there.
Yes. And I would say in this market,
because a lot of clients and a lot of companies and a lot of jobs is cool, here are requirements, our basic requirements. The nice to haves and the preferreds are sometimes requirements, but they just don't want to say it.
And especially if you're working with a recruiter like Steven, they hired, or I know you're more internal, so or corporate, so let's talk agency. They're engaging the agency world to find the people with the nice to haves, if we're being
Yeah. They
honest.
want the cupcake with the icing and the sprinkles and the cherry and the chocolate. They want everything.
They want everything. So if you're not addressing the nice to haves and must to haves in your resume at the very top, you're already going to be behind. Yeah.
Control F. This
That's
very
it.
hard to find skill.
That's it. I always tell people stop bolding words on your resume because recruiters are just going to
We
control
control
F
F
anyways.
Control F anyways.
Yeah.
Well, now you have
yeah.
now you have ranking tools with AI.
Yeah. Exactly.
They'll do it for you.
So there's no need to bold. A lot of bolds. We go through a lot of bolds.
Yeah. If you bolded the first thing, Control A, Control B, unbold everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's kind of move into, I guess, kind of some general stuff. The state of the market. You're one recruiter. I say this. Steven is one recruiter in one specific space. It sounds primarily in the .NET space. What are you seeing? Are we picking back up?
Small picture, I think it's picking back up. Big picture, I think the general hurt people feel is that if you think in the last 5 years what the market's been like, it's just not as hot as it was the first 2.5 years. And that's something that none of us can control.
No.
Companies are being more risk adverse. It's just, I don't think it's good. I don't think it's bad. I think it's better than it was. Like last year, for us, from a net growth perspective, was probably slow, but from an overall business perspective, it was good. It's just for us the way the projects was cool, person's rolling off a project. All right, now we have a new project starting, and there was no need to bring in somebody new. But overall, I think it's better. I think a lot of companies, especially the bigger guys, are drawing lines in the sand on RTO versus work from home and trying to filter things out that way.
What are you seeing? You're in the .NET space. What are you seeing with companies? And again, I'm not looking for you to get technical here, but are companies wanting developers with Copilot? I think that's like the Microsoft AI thing. Are you starting to see that more?
They're exploring it. I think a lot of people are exploring ideas on how they can do it and do it well. I think there's some companies that just don't understand what it is, and they're still in that whole space that they think it can do more than it really can.
Yeah. Do you think that could separate people right now? If it's even if you don't have real world experience, but you're doing something on the side to be able to put that on your resume and show hey.
I know.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, a lot of our developers I know are using AI to work faster. One of our team leads on the data side, he was telling me, he's yeah, I use AI to write SQL queries. He goes, I know how to write them. Yeah. But whatever bot or agent I'm using can literally spit it out faster than I can physically type it. It's why would I not save that 45 seconds?
Yeah, because that 45 seconds is going to build on itself pretty quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think being able to showcase that, what I've said is, I said this in my talk, and again, I'm going to have to keep editing my talk because this changing so fast. I still think you're not late, but I think I could see in 6 months where you go into an interview and people are going to ask, how have you used AI? And if you go, I don't use it, that could be a red flag.
Yeah, I think it's a concern if you're not even exploring it.
Do you have any of your clients asking about AI things in an interview yet? Because I'm trying to ferret that out on where the market is.
I think they do. I know we do. When we bring someone on, we always ask, what are you doing with AI? And almost everybody says they're using it as a tool in their tool belt. And it's and it's kind of what I said, if you're not messing with it, why not? Why wouldn't you? It doesn't make sense.
Absolutely. So you primarily recruit for more senior type of roles, right?
Yeah.
What would be, again, again, I ran some stats for my talk at All Things Open. I'm going to call it what it is. The junior market's getting squeezed right now.
Yeah, it's hard.
Do you have any advice for those folks? What do
you
tell them?
Get something somewhere. It's try to depending on where they are in their careers, if they're coming out of school, try to get some kind of internship somewhere. Yeah. Get some kind of real world experience. You could say the same thing someone transitioning career wise. Yeah, get your foot in somewhere. I think that's the easiest way. I know for us, we use our intern program as our junior hire program. That's
so you guys do have an intern program.
We hire 3 to 4 interns a year.
That's awesome.
And out of the 4 we had last year, I think 2 are already back with us full time. And I think we're hoping 1 more comes back.
Really? That's awesome. Yeah. One thing I've said is that I think there's huge opportunity for people transitioning. Like for example, I went to Nashville to do music, right? Let's say I was trying to transition into development right now. I would be trying to build something using AI to do something in the music industry, to fix a problem in the music industry.
Yeah, I think that's another thing people kind of forget about is like pet projects or fun projects. Like those count. Like
Yeah.
those are real.
Yeah.
Like when we talk to like college kids, like, all right, cool. Like you've taken CS 400 and all these classes. Like what have
What have
you
you
done
done?
that is
What
like
have you done?
applicable? Like,
Yes.
oh, I made a Dungeons and Dragons dice rolling application that can like predict like how many times X numbers show up. I'm like, sweet.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Yeah.
I don't play D&D, but
Yeah, me
let's
neither.
let's go down the path.
Yeah, yeah. And we'll go down the path. We'll go down the path
Yeah,
as a recruiter. We'll go. But I think that's what you said. What have you done? I
which
think
kind of goes
that's
back to
it.
resumes. It's like
Huh?
don't just tell me for resumes. Like one of our juniors, like he had to do up his resume, and I was like, dude, like don't just tell me like what you used. What have you built with us, and what did you use to build it?
Yeah.
Built this application using XYZ, not
Yeah.
just I used a bunch of techie buzzwords.
Yeah. I think right now, I think companies are looking for people who understand how to solve business problems because the code is commoditized.
Yeah, that's what we say. The code's the tool. The brain is what you need. Like, how can you solve X?
So I want to go back a little. I kind of rewind a little bit, but I want to talk strategy for job seekers, right? So, I tell people finding a job is like building a house. You can't just build a house with a screwdriver. You can't build a house with just a hammer. And I think a lot of people
Yeah.
view I'm going to cold apply and that's going to get me. I think the general sense now in the market is like that's not going to go anywhere. I think people are realizing that. But I think one of the things that people don't talk enough about is just networking with recruiters.
I feel like if you need a job, you can't not apply. If that makes
Correct.
sense.
Correct.
But the easier pathway is through referrals and networking and like, hey, you are friends with my uncle. Like, can you like get me in the door?
Yeah.
Getting that first conversation is the hard part.
Yeah.
And any good like recruiting team or talent acquisition team, like if there's a referral, like they're gonna get a fair shake or more of a fair shake than just like sounds bad, but like then like John Smith who just applied. It's like John
Yeah.
Smith, I don't know you heads from tails, but Taylor told me this person's legit. Cool.
Yep. Absolutely. Colin comes in here, goes, this is hyper specific, but would you say solving problems is a stronger resume point than optimizing something existing, perhaps framing it as fixing a bottleneck?
Aren't they the same thing?
I don't know. Are they?
If you're optimizing a bottleneck, aren't you solving a problem?
Yeah.
That's kind of where my head is like, as long as you like can like explain it the right way within the resume, it shows itself. Like you don't have to use the keyword solving problem. Like that's one of those things that like you can't.
Interesting.
That's just
yeah.
that's
So-
just
so-
that's
okay,
just
okay, hold
that's
on.
just something
Talk
you
about
that's something you have
searchable.
to discover.
Talk about searchable phrases. Why did you say that?
Boolean logic, for those that don't know, it's like and or statements. If I'm running a Boolean logic search for a .NET developer, it's going to be period net in quotes or .NET with dot spelled out for whatever reason, because people do that, and then and Angular or React and Cloud or Azure or AWS. Like I'm not putting solving problems into my Boolean search because not everybody has that on their resume. Like that's a waste in my opinion. I guess tangible. You search tangible words, I guess is a good way to put it.
Yeah, absolutely. Tangible words.
And then through conversation, you figure out, oh, this person solved X problem, or Colin solved, we're to this company and they had this bottleneck and he wrote some API that fixed said bottleneck.
This is how you write your resume, period.
Yeah.
I think going back to what Steven said, a lot of resumes that I'm sure Steven looks at, that I've looked at in my career is I used React, I used AWS, I used Node. But it's like
wrote applications with React on AWS. That tells me literally
that
nothing.
tells me nothing,
I know
right?
nothing
So
of what you did.
no, so it's like I solved the Discord, going back to Jeff's thing. I'm a part of a community. There's 10,000 messages going a month. People wanted a summary of it to keep up with current events. I used XYZ technologies to fix that.
Yep.
That's how you should do it. They call it the STAR method. I don't even know what STAR stands for, but they call it the STAR method. But like, I don't even know what it
That's
stands
a data
for.
thing. I should know what it means.
I know. I have a different way to end up the pod. I literally just used AI. I used ChatGPT to come up with some questions. I'm
course
going
you
to ask
did.
them to you. But before we slowly wrap up here, if anybody has any questions, please ask them for Steven. Is there anything else that maybe have popped into your brain that we haven't talked about?
Being able to tell a story,
How does somebody get better at that?
talking to people. I mean, I've talked to people on phone calls where like their story or their origin story is like well rehearsed. Me, I like to like freelance a lot of stuff. Like I don't like very structured conversations. I let my brain take over. But yeah, like talking to people like, hey, like Colin, like cool, you did this bottleneck thing. Tell me more.
Tell me more.
And then being able to fill in that tell me more without someone having to fill in the tell me or ask to tell me more is like part of the storytelling.
What would be your biggest words of encouragement for job seekers right now?
Keep on keeping on. I mean, it sucks. I mean, I know a lot of people are in like tough places, but like you kind of
Yeah.
just can't, like I said, like you can't not apply,
Yeah.
especially if you need something.
Yeah.
Honestly, like if you get something, like it's okay to take it just to take it and then keep on keeping on.
I would get into communities. That's another thing I've talked about. I think
Yeah.
I mean, people are posting. So one of the things that I encourage people, and I'm actually starting this up I'm creating more work for myself, but I'm going to start putting jobs on my Substack that I see in my network from on X and on LinkedIn.
Well, I also think there's jobs out there that like are never posted.
Exactly. Talk about that real quick. That's kind of where I was getting to.
So I know for us specifically, like a year and a half ago, we had a lot of people leave to go chase government jobs because of stability, which
Sure.
you know how that went. Then some of them ended up coming back to us. So they
Yeah.
filled a hole, which is why last year was weird for us. Like we didn't have net new people, but we had people come back to us who like had worked for us before. We're like, cool, you want to come back? You did it the right way. Like we're cool. Like let's find you a home. But that job is technically never like I never sourced for that job. I never recruited for that position. Again, it's always timing and it's always hard to do. It's like you just have to stay out there. It's like dating.
Yeah.
You can't find someone if you don't date.
I said that in my talk. I said you literally can't find a significant other by sitting on your couch, unless it's a bot, unless it's Claude AI. So I want to do underrated and overrated. So I'm gonna say something and you just say overrated, underrated, and you are more than willing to give some thoughts on it. Okay. College degrees,
Overrated.
boot camps.
Ooh, I'm neutral.
Okay, that's not a choice, but okay.
Well, I've seen. I know people have come out of boot camps that are really good, and I've seen people come out of boot camps that think they're really good.
Yeah, that's true. LinkedIn personal branding, overrated, underrated.
Probably underrated.
Talk about it.
Again, it's like, well, this like, why not? If LinkedIn is the professional website, why not get things out there, whether you post silly stuff or not?
Love that. Networking events, overrated, underrated.
Depends on the event, but mostly underrated.
Cold outreach.
Overrated.
Remote work.
For me, it's overrated.
Office culture.
I think it's underrated.
Job hopping.
I think people put too much stock into job hoppers. Granted, if it's too often, it can show something.
But so overrated.
Yeah.
Staying 5 years at one company.
Overrated.
Side hustles.
Underrated.
Mentorship.
Underrated.
Career coaches.
Underrated, probably, for most people.
Certifications.
Overrated.
Last little bit. Resumes.
Probably underrated.
Cover letters.
Hands down, overrated.
Technical interviews.
Interviews or assessments?
Let's do both. Interviews.
I think they're underrated.
Assessments.
Depending on the assessment, like there's assessments that are just like stupid hard, and there's those are overrated. Like they're designed to make you fail.
Referrals.
Underrated.
Recruiters.
Probably underrated because they're essentially the gatekeepers.
I love it. I love it. Sweet. Awesome. Steven, thank you, my friend. Go connect with Steven. He is on LinkedIn. He is a great follow. Please go connect with him. Tell him you found him on Guidance Counselor 2.0. Steven, thank you, my friend. That was great. That was awesome.
No problem. Thanks.
I appreciate you. Have fun at your AI event. Stay on so I can say bye to you backstage. But y'all have a good one, and we'll see you on the Torque Discord. Peace.